I, for some reason, had never thought about being a high school teacher when I was in high school. I didn't really even quite know what engineers did. Like, I kind of just knew that they were people who did science and math. And I was like, that's cool. I like that stuff. I'm gonna try this school out. I applied to be a teaching assistant for Physics 1 because I loved it so much. And I ended up getting the job, and I learned so much in that first semester of TAing. I remember being like so excited. And that was kind of the first time that I ever realized, like, wow, you could teach a subject over and over again and you still learn new things about that subject every time that you teach it. I found that when I was going through college, I looked forward to TAing way more than I looked forward to my classes, and it was always my favorite part of the day. And the more I took those engineering classes, it didn't really seem like I was gonna be super intellectually stimulated, and I am so in love with learning. I wanna make sure that I have a job that's well-suited, and not even well-suited, but expected of me to continue to learn. I started thinking about being a professor, and then I was like, I don't know if I love physics so much, but I don't think I'm passionate enough about physics to dedicate 6 years of my life to grad school where my only thing in the world is my love for physics. And as much as I loved it, I didn't love it more than everything else. Like, I love to read, I love to hang out with my friends, like I like playing piano, I like rafting and skiing. Like, I wanna be able to do all these things that I'm passionate about in my life while still being passionate about my job. I was walking to a class I despised, sophomore year of college setting. And I'm walking down the sidewalk and I run into my boss. And so she was like, hey, Adria, have you thought about teaching? I was like, well, I thought about being a professor, yeah. And she's like, no, have you thought about like being a high school teacher? I'm like, what? High school teacher? I went to a GFO presentation that Christine presented. I remember, one, being shocked because they were all these misconceptions that I had had for a really long time. And they're kind of big misconceptions, right? Like, it kind of changes how you think about the job, right? I distinctly remember going home, talking with my friend Mike and being like, I think I seriously want to be a teacher. Like, learning all this stuff makes me realize that one, I was wrong, and two, that like maybe this is kind of the perfect career. I get to make genuine, important human connection at one of the most key moments in a person's life. I've always wanted, I mean, it's cheesy to say, but like this idea of making the world a better place, right? There are so many problems in the world. And hopefully in life, I'm making those problems diminish and not increase. I genuinely believe that we could fix so many problems with our country and with the world as a whole if we seriously prioritized education. Once my friends and my family saw that I was really passionate about it, they did not question it for a second. And now they are all equally as happy for me and proud of me for making the decision that I made. I feel super confident that I made the right decision. I feel really lucky that I get to be super passionate about my job. And I feel really proud when I tell people what I do.